Signal authorization pending. Deep access elevator descending. Neural link stable. Down the glass, 40 floors above the street. Neon currents flood the skyline like electric veins beneath. People drift through hollow signals, eyes half lost in scrolling light. Advertisements stain the pavement, artificial midnight bright. I stand still beside the transit, breathing slow against the storm. Hood pulled low against the static, trying not to show the swarm of thoughts colliding in my headset. Questions pushing through the wire. Am I ready for the deep system or another soul it fires? Every master walked uncertain. Every signal once was weak. Every city hides a frequency, waiting for the brave to speak. Signal entry, let the system recognize me. I move forward through the noise with a steady mind inside me. Signal entry, I can feel my pathway waking. More than fear has ever measured, more than doubt could imitate. Every locked and glowing gateway, every warning in my sight. Can I stop the deeper current starting to awaken tonight? Elevator dropping downward far below the market lanes, past the freight rails and reactors, past forgotten server chains. Numbers flicker on the panel, levels most will never see. Places buried under towers where the old codes still breathe. Someone whispers through come static. Most initiates turn back. Another voice. Pressure reveals the real architecture. My reflection in the dark glass looks unfamiliar for a beat. Like the city sees potential I have not allowed to speak. Every firewall has a weakness, every maze contains a seam. Sometimes courage is the signal that awakens hidden screams. Signal entry, let the system recognize me. I move forward through the noise with a steadier mind inside me. Signal entry, I can feel my pathway waking. More than fear has ever measured, more than doubt could imitate. Every locked and glowing gateway, every warning in my sight. Can I stop the deeper current starting to awaken tonight? The elevator finally opens. Cold blue light across the floor. Massive data columns rising. Like cathedral walls of code. Thousands of suspended symbols, turning slowly in the dark. Then the chamber fully powers, and the whole grid floods with sparks. Somewhere deep beneath system wakes tonight. Initiate accepted. Trial sequence beginning. The door is opening. Root stability compromised. Adaptive architecture engaged. Warning: navigation pathways may shift during traversal. Through the hallway, broken signs and foreign code. Server towers hung beneath me like mechanical catacombs. Every corridor keeps changing, walls rearrange when I look back. Maps dissolve across my visor. Nothing here stays fixed to track. Ghosted figures moving static, half-remembered signal stains, fragments left by former honors, still repeating failed escape. For a second, panic rises, cold electricity in my chest. Then I slow my breathing downward, let the noise move past my head. Reveal themselves to minds demanding certainty. Some doors only start appearing when you move despite the fear. Through the maze below the city, I am learning while I move. Every shift inside the system pulls another strength into view. No clear map and no permission, still I step beyond the node. What once looked impossible changes shape when I stay bold. Through the maze below the city, I can move beyond confusion. I can turn disorder better. A thousand symbols flood the ceiling, neon currents running wild, false exits bloom across the network, trying to redirect my sight. One path loops itself forever, one descends to dead black space, one projects familiar comfort just to lock me in one place. Then I notice hidden patterns, tiny breaks between the streams, small inconsistencies in motion, like the system starts to breathe. Maybe force was never needed, maybe speed can make you blind, maybe deeper forms of movement begin quieter in the mind. When the obvious road collapses, other roads begin to glow. Pressure doesn't end direction, sometimes pressure helps it show. Through the maze below the city, I am learning while I move. Every shift inside the system pulls another strength into view. No clear map and no permission, still I step beyond the known. What once looked impossible changes shape when I stay bold. Through the maze below the city, I can think beneath the pressure. I can move beyond confusion. I can turn disorder better. A door appears beside a fracture, hidden underneath the noise. Not marked access, not marked warning, only visible by choice. I place my hand against the scanner. Nothing happens. Then the walls begin to breathe. Lines of dormant code awaken, flowing outward underneath. The maze was never built to guide me. It was built to watch me adapt through the maze below the city. Through the maze below the city. Through the maze below the city. Through the maze below the city, I move sharp but through distortion. Every obstacle around me becomes material for motion. No fixed road can truly hold me. No dead end can make me small. I can build direction forward even when I lose it all. Through the maze below the city, I am calmer in the pressure. I can move through shifting systems and become something much better. My visor updates. Cognitive adaptation increasing. Unauthorized pathway detected. Proceeding to lower system layers. Adaptive response threshold exceeded. User influence detected. Environmental systems beginning recalibration. The hallway bends around my footsteps. Lights awaken as I pass. Dead displays begin reloading. Broken panels glow like glass. What ignored me in the lower levels now reacts to what I choose. Doors unlock before I reach them. Like the system learned my moves. Neon rivers cross the ceiling, data storms along the rails. Somewhere deep beneath the towers, something massive shifts its way. I came searching for approval, for a voice to clear my name. Now the city feels responsive, like it's listening when I change. Every layer starts revealing what survival couldn't see. Sometimes pressure wakes the signal, hidden underneath identity. Override, I can feel the whole grid turning. Override, every lock system is learning. I move sharper through resistance. I move stronger through the strain. Every wall that tried to stop me now responds when I engage. Override, hear the deep circuits awaken. Override, watch the dead districts start illuminating, one by one across the dark, like the city was asleep, waiting for a single spark. A hidden tower far beneath me suddenly floods neon white. Then a warning cuts the silence. Unauthorized evolution detected. The system is no longer observing. Now it's responding. Flashes. Core intelligence has become aware of your presence. Proceed with caution.